What's up? My name is Colin Moriarty. I'm senior editor of IGN, and I'm here in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom. We were just at the PlayStation press conference. In fact, we're still in the same room that the press conference took place in. Goldfarb, we were pretty impressed by Sony's showing here. We were impressed by their showing at E3 too. I wasn't so sure they could repeat it yet. I think they just did. What stood out to you about this press conference?
Indie support is huge, especially on the day when Microsoft announced their indie publishing initiative. That's like a really good comeback. And, you know, I think it's cool that they continue to directly reference what Microsoft is doing. Like, you don't really see that often in these press conferences, and I like hearing it. But, I mean, more than that, just big announcements. Like, they're getting Minecraft. Borderlands is coming to Vita. Like, they got, like, known brands on their platforms, which is awesome.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. Plus, PlayStation Vita's got a price drop. It's $199 now, or €199, which is awesome. I think that's a sweet price point for the Vita. No redesign, which I didn't think was going to happen. I think we might see that at TGS, actually. And PlayStation 4, of course, got a release date finally, which is November 15th, I believe, in North America, November 29th in Europe. We don't know anything else except for that it'll be out in 32 countries. We assume one of those will probably be Japan as well. What stood out to me the most were just the sheer amount of games. They talked about 15 games. Not all of them are exclusive, but all of them will at least come to PlayStation 4 first. So which one of those games kind of stood out to you the most?
Hotline Miami 2 is probably the one I'm most excited for. But, I mean, like, all of those looked amazing. Like, the more we saw of those little indie titles, the more impressed I was. Like, Rhyme looked really cool. I think Sony has this awesome ecosystem where they support creativity. Like, obviously, we've seen things like Journey, Unfinished Swan, and they're continuing that for PS4 and now for Vita, which is awesome because a lot of those games are both. Volume, many more. My brain hurts because we just got out of this. But, yeah, there are a bunch of cool things that they showed off, which are exciting.
All right, go for it. It's going to be like a hockey game. I'm going to send you out on the fly. I'm bringing Scott Lowe in on the fly. We're going to save the best for last in Keza. Scott is our Scott Lowe.
Yes.
Yes, that's you.
Yeah.
He's our tech editor on IGN. He's here at Gamescom with me. Scott, you were here at the press conference.
Yes.
What did you think?
I thought it was great. I mean, it hit all of the major points. It wasn't quite as exciting as E3, but, you know, Gamescom never is. But, you know, I think the price drop for the PS3 is phenomenal, obviously. It'll, you know, continue to give the console legs. The PS4 release date, you know, really kind of, how awesome it will be determined by what the Xbox One release date is, but so far it looks really strong. I mean, it's, you know, before Black Friday, so big, you know, opportunity there for gamers to pick it up. And then the Vita, price drop, of course, is great because, I mean, that platform is one of my favorites, and I'm just, you know, really psyched for it to take off. So.
Well, you're a tech guru, unlike me, so you understand some things like remote play. How did that look on Vita? Because we saw Assassin's Creed 4, as you guys know, playing remotely from PS4 on Vita. It looked like it worked really well. It's actually pretty exciting. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of our first opportunities to really kind of see it running in real time. I mean, real time, and we don't know, you know, how actively it was, you know, set up, whether it was canned or not. It looked like it was real time, but yeah, it looked great. I mean, there was no signs of latency, especially in an environment like this where there's a million different like hotspots and stuff. That seems like where they would run into trouble, but so far it looked great. Like, no latency, no kind of like compression as far as I can tell. Obviously it was off screen, so it's hard to tell, but I mean, it looked really, really exciting, and that for me could be like a huge system seller.
Awesome. Well, Scott, I'm going to get Keza McDonald now on the screen. Keep wearing this jacket. I like it very much. I noticed that during the video. Please keep wearing it. It's excellent. Keza, come on in. Oh, my God. It's like a ninjutsu move. We're doing this all on the fly. No, it's Keza. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
What did you think? What did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was lots of cool games, one after the other. Interesting games, you know, the kind of thing you don't get at the E3 press conference, which is cool because there's not room for, you know, that kind of stuff at the E3 press conference, like Murasaki Baby. Not really room for that at E3, which was cool. Release date. Got to say, on behalf of Europe, I'm slightly disappointed that we got to wait just a little bit longer than the US for the PlayStation 4. However, that's a much, much better deal than we got with the PlayStation 3. Price-wise as well, it's a much better deal. And also, I can understand it because they had to hit Black Friday in the US, right?
Yeah, I think you know, with supply constraints, we found out that over 1 million people have already pre-ordered PlayStation 4. There's no way they're going to be able to make that many PlayStation 4s for launch, so people are probably going to be waiting. Plus, you have to get a few in stores. But yeah, Black Friday is all important, of course, in North America, the Friday after Thanksgiving. And so I think because of supply constraints, they might have wanted to maybe be a little looser there. But what did you think of some of the games we saw? You know, talking with the guys, one of the games they didn't bring up, which I'm super excited about, is Housemarque's Resogun, which looks awesome. Those guys are great. But what game stood out to you?
I think Resogun does look awesome, mostly because it just looks like it's going to set the graphical benchmark for the for PlayStation for PlayStation independent games just in general, like Superstar HD kind of did for the PSN store. So that's cool. Tearaway we didn't get to see, which I was disappointed by because that game looks really cool. Infamous I'm more and more interested by every time I look at it, which is good. I thought that the multiplayer shown for Killzone was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think Shadowfall looks really promising all around. I'm really excited about that. It looks so different than the other Killzone games. It doesn't look as just drab and monotone. But the play is wide open too, which I like.
That's right, yeah. And of course there was that game, was it called Rime? Yep. Which looked like a cross between like Zelda, Wind Waker, and Ico to me. Like, yes, count me in for that. Yes, please. Oh, and the new game from the Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, from the guys who made Dear Esther, which I thought was a really like impressive, interactive storytelling experiment. So hopefully, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture will be just as good.
Yeah, I'm super excited about all that, the hardware announcements, the price drops, the dates, the games, all that kind of stuff. Of course, you can find information on all of that on IGN and for all things PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, and PlayStation 4, and lots of noise by workers working in the background. Keep it tuned to IGN.